In this video, we're going to be using the properties of equality to help us solve equations with variables on both sides. The properties of equality are going to allow us to solve equations. We have four properties of equality: the addition property of equality, the subtraction property of equality, multiplication property of equality, and the division property of equality. Right, these properties are going to allow us to create more complex equations. So for example, we're going to start with x equals 2. We can use the addition property of equality, and we're going to transform this equation. I'm going to add 1 to both sides. And we have x plus 1 equals 2 plus 1, which is the same as x plus 1 is equal to 3. Because we use the properties of equality, the two equations have the same solution. This equation, x equals 2, and in this equation, x equals 2. So let's transform some other equations. So we have x equals 5, and we're going to use the properties of equality to create an equivalent equation. So we're going to use the multiplication property of equality. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. 5 times 2. And this equation also could be written as 2x equals 10. And we're going to add in the subtraction property of equality. I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides, 10 minus 5. And this can be rewritten as 2x minus 5 is equal to 5. Since we use the properties of equality, the two equations have the same solution. Let's try it again here. We have x equals negative 1. I'm going to start with the division property of equality. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. X divided by 2, same as negative 1 divided by 2. And then I'm going to add in 3 on both sides. X over 2 plus 3 is the same as negative 1/2 plus 3. And this is the same as x divided by 2 plus 3 is equal to 2 and 1/2. These two equations have the same solution because we used the properties of equality to transform our equations.